What is going on, my super sandwiches? Ramsar here, and I honestly don't know what to say anymore after watching that trailer. Now, if you want to see the trailer for yourself without me talking and being loud in the background, feel free to pause this video and click the link right now. But what I'm going to do in this video right now is kind of break down what just came out, and I'm just kind of blown away. Like, first of all, I remember a long time ago, a couple months ago, I suggested how it would be cool if we got some kind of mechanic where we can truly team up together and fight against like a giant boss. And I can't believe they actually pulled it off, and it looks a lot of fun. Now, I don't want to jump to the conclusions yet and assume that this might be the most funnest mode yet, because until I actually play it, this could still at the end be kind of bad, because we don't know how the bosses work or any of that. All we literally have is this like minute-and-a-half long clip that can just hype us up for now. So until I actually get to play it, I don't want to fully give my verdict on how I feel about this mode just quite yet, but it looks a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to play it. Now, right off the bat, let's talk about a couple things that were kind of revealed in this trailer. So first things first, it's not just against giants. In the trailer, and like I said, I don't know how this is going to work or if this is a part of a mechanic of fighting a giant and then it being something else. But in the trailer, we see them fight against villainous Broly as well as villainous Turles. So I don't know if this is like, when you do these boss fights, it's like 1v6 and it's just going to be a giant character or a non-giant character, or if maybe Turles, for example, transforms into a Great Ape at some point, or Broly goes into crazy mode, whatever. I don't know how it's going to work it. It's kind of tough to tell off a minute-and-a-half long clip. But in this trailer itself, we do see the Time Patrols taking on giants, and we also see them taking off characters like Broly as well as Turles. Now, a couple days ago when I initially reported on this mode, I mentioned how there's going to be some form of mini-games. Now, when I mean by mini-games, I don't mean like mini-games in terms of like QTE and you have to press stuff when it pops up on the screen. What I mean by mini games is where it changes the mode around, and we see that in this trailer as well. There's a point where you see the Time Patrol get transported away and they end up fighting 1v1 against Vegeta, or they get transported away and they have to fight themselves or something like that. So that's what I meant. I didn't like literally mean mini games. I'm just talking about modes that alter within the mode itself that makes you have to do something different to accomplish the goal. And in this case, the goal is to take down this boss, whether it be a giant boss or whatever the boss that's at hand, a boss. Now, the thing that kind of has me really excited is due to the fact that the mechanics of the giants look a lot more smooth and fluid. The thing that I was really worried about is if I assumed that the giants would have just kind of had a similar mechanic that they had in Xenoverse 1, where they were just kind of bulky and big and probably had super armor or something like that. But the giants in this look like they know what they're doing. They look like they have actual AI that can hit you hard, and it's not going to be just some stupid system where it's just all about having super armor and that's it, and high health. Although I can't really tell you because it's, you know, again, it's a minute-and-a-half long clip. It just based off my observations, it seems that the giants have a much better fighting mechanic and better AI as opposed to what they had in Xenoverse 1. Now, speaking of minigames, there was a quick minigame that I caught in the middle of this fight, and actually it seemed to be a key clash. I know key clash is like the most requested thing in Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and for whatever reason, due to maybe issues with pulling it off or how it would work in a 2v2 and 3v3 system, there's no proper key clash system where you can basically tap the button to see who wins a Kamehameha Blast. However, if you pay attention to this clip, which you see on the screen right now, there is a portion where it seems that everybody's trying to hold back a blast from the giant Great Ape. So I don't know if this is a key clash or if this is something else, but from what it looks to me, and you guys can basically agree with me or disagree with me, for me, it looks like it's a freaking key clash and they're trying to hold it back and blast it back at the Great Ape. And the cool thing, if it is that situation where basically you have to do something like key clash to attack back to win, I like the fact that it seems different as opposed to just getting the health down to 0 and that's it. I mean, I played the Great Ape Quest in Xenoverse 1 with a couple friends here and there, and it was never that much fun because it wasn't that challenging. But what they seem to have done with Xenoverse 2 in these boss fights, or these raid battles as I should say, it seems a lot more involved. It feels like you really have to work as a team, and that's exactly what I was talking about a couple days ago when I said that if they do these boss battles, they have to do it right, and it has to be more than just a battle to whoever gets the health 0 first, or gets someone's health to 0 first. It looks fun. It looks a lot of fun, and I want to know from you guys right now in the comment section below, what do you guys think about these boss battles off the first impressions? The only question that I really have right now is whether or not this is going to be a giant thing only, or if it's just part of the mechanic, because for all we know, what could have possibly happened in this situation is these could all be giant boss battles, but at some point you get tossed into another dimension or another portal or something, and then you have to face off against other villains like Broly and Vegeta, and that could be the case. That could be exactly what happens here, which is why we see them fighting against Turles and Broly. So it's really tough to tell. And again, a minute-and-a-half long clip tells us so much, but at the same time tells us so little. So I really don't know until I play it myself. Now, lucky enough, I do get to play the game again in a couple days. However, since this is a brand new announced feature, they will not let me probably even ask questions about this. So until we get closer to the release date or possibly even the beta, I have no idea what to really basically report on this new mode. So what do you guys think? Basically, this is a chance for you guys to speak out and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about the new 6v1 battle mode in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I asked this question a couple days ago, and I'm going to ask it again. If there is a giant character that you want to fight in Xenoverse 2, who would that be and why? And for me, the big one that I want to go to right now is two, actually. One would be Metacooler, which I know Metacooler is supposedly going to get announced at some point soon, because remember, he was bashed along with Majin Vegeta on that press conference a couple days ago, and Majin Vegeta ended up being true. So I assume the Metacooler is in the game as well, and if Metacooler is in the game, that means that Giant Cooler has to be in the game as well. So I wanted to fight against Giant Metacooler, and two, Hirudegarn. For the love of God, please let us fight Hirudegarn, because I feel like he could be so much fun, and he has a unique way of fighting too, because he can teleport and all that good stuff, and he has that smoke mode and everything. So I feel like if you do Hirudegarn in this new battle system the right way, it could be a blast. And the one thing that I don't want them to do is just have it be all the same thing, basically. Because in Xenoverse 1, every giant he fought was basically a great ape, and it wasn't any different than the other great apes. So what I want them to do with this time, or with this mode this time around, is add some kind of variety. So add other giants like Hirudegarn, maybe Metacooler, even maybe Giant Lower Slug. Like, all that could be a lot of fun. And you know what? Matter of fact, we need Giant Janemba too, because I mean, Giant Janemba could be the most unique boss fight out of all of them, just because he has his portals and all those blasts he can shoot out. Man, the more I think about it, the more I'm getting hyped about this giant boss raid mode, and it's probably something I'm going to play with everybody. I know somebody already tweeted me on Twitter whether or not I would do subscriber viewer fights or modes with the raid thing, and I am definitely down to do that. That'd be a lot of fun. So when the game comes out, folks, I need you guys to come fight giants with me or whatever the bosses are, because I feel that's going to be a lot of fun for all of us. So expect that when the game comes out on October 25th. Now, before the trailer ends, they do add one more surprise into it, and they add Majin Vegeta at the end doing his signature final explosion. Now, you guys already know this is leaked a couple days ago. They had that official screenshot that came out that was really low quality that I assume was a leak. On top of that, like I said a couple days ago, there was a conference where they revealed Majin Vegeta amongst the other characters. So we already knew that was coming. But seeing that, I feel like I wish we didn't know, because can you imagine how hype everybody would have gotten had they seen this trailer and then they ended with Majin Vegeta exploding? Incredible! So I am super hyped. Like, the more I see about Xenoverse 2, the more I'm just basically going all crazy and giddy inside, and I just can't wait to play it. I just can't wait to play it. Speaking of which, like I said, I will be at Bandai next week, next Wednesday, and I'll have new footage that I'll upload for you guys. I'll do random battles and all that good stuff, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you're new here, and I will keep you guys in the loop when it happens, as it happens, and all that stuff. But hey, if you guys are still hyped for Xenoverse 2, you know what to do. Punch that like button right in the balls, and we'll take it from there. As always, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. My name is Ramsal, and I cannot wait to see what you guys think about this new mode in the comment section below. Peace.